Hello and welcome back. Another Friday and a yoga therapy practice with me, Gisela. For the past 2 weeks, we've been focusing on building a foundation in a yoga therapy practice. So just getting awareness into our bodies, aware of how you move, how you breathe. If there's anything going on, if you realize that you feel a little bit more tension in your upper back or your lower back, or if you're suffering with anxiety and you're holding tension in your chest, or just aware that you tend to hold your breath or your breathing is irregular, things like that. But this week it's flu season, so I thought perhaps if you are coming out of the other end of flu, I'm sorry if you've been sick. I myself was sick for a week or so back in September, and it's really taken to now for me to start to feel like my body's getting stronger again, and the stiffness has gone in my neck, because this is an area that really affects me when I get sick, and I'm starting to feel a little bit more of a loosey-goosey around there. So if, like me, you've been ill and you just want to free up some knots in your body and start moving again, you might find this practice quite beneficial. Just make sure that you've got a cushion or a blanket to sit on, a soft floor beneath you. So maybe a thick blanket over your mat. If you do have that, when we do stand up, please take the blanket to one side so that you've got a firm foundation. I'll see you on your mat. We're going to start seated. Toes up towards the ceiling, and let's start just wiggling into your toes. Wiggle your toes. Let's loosen the joints in our toes. And let's start with our left foot, just circling your left foot. Any direction. Change direction. And let's go to right side. Any direction. Circling ankle, maybe moving your toes as well. Stretching out your feet. Change direction. Nice. And then finish here. Just have a last stretch. So push through the balls of your feet, widen your toes, create some space, and then just really clench your toes, and then open and stretch and clench. Very nice. One more time. Stretch and tighten. Great. We're going to move into our knee joint. So bending your right knee, clasp your hands, holding on to the back of your right thigh. An option to, if this is too far, then don't bend your knee as much. You can hover your right foot off the floor, and then we're just moving the bottom part of our leg stays completely still, so does our foot. We're just bending our knee, just moving our foot up and down. You may tap down or you may hover your foot. We'll feel this quite high up in our hip creases perhaps. Remember, we're all different, so we'll feel this in different places. Just lifting up, and if you feel like you're starting to lean back, bring yourself forward, just perhaps stretch your leg a little bit longer. The more we bend, the more we tend to lean back. So 1 or 2 more rounds this side. And then gently release, stretch your right leg out, and let's move into our left side. Free breathing. You can have your knee quite close in or a little bit further out, just keeping the bottom of your leg quite still, feeling the movement coming from your knee. And release. Okay, I'm just going to turn to face you so you can see what I'm doing more easily, but you can stay where you are. So going to stretch my left leg out a little bit to the side, bring the sole of my right foot into my left thigh, and I'm going to use a support under my thigh. And I encourage you, if your leg is kind of floating up there, so to cause unnecessary stretching or tension in your right hip, then perhaps place a small cushion under your right thigh. Okay, now sitting up tall, first of all starting off facing forward, and then just notice your body just move to the left. Engage, push through your heel so your left toes are facing up towards the ceiling, and gently go forward, not too far. Okay, so remember, if you've been sick, we want to give 40% effort today. If you're a little bit further along, then maybe 60% effort. So we're going to just walk forward. Forward fold isn't easy for everybody. And you can rest your hands on your thigh. Be sure to avoid your knee, or place your hands under your knee. And don't worry if you're doing this with a bent knee either. And you remember, you can always place a cushion under your knee as well. I'm going to place my hands under my knee, so my knee's not completely straight and I'm not over stretching. I'm getting a gentle stretch in my lower back, which is what I need, but I don't want to go too far forward. Staying here for one more complete round of breath. Soft breath in, soft breath out. And then slowly rise up. Let's swap sides. So right leg out to the side, left foot in to your right thigh. I'm a bit looser in my left hip, so my thigh comes to the floor a bit more, so I think I don't need the cushion here, but by all means, if you wish to place something under your leg, go ahead. Starting tall, sitting up facing forward, and then turning to face your right leg, push through your right heel, take a breath in, and then slowly exhale as you lean forward. It doesn't matter if you lean forward a little smidge. If you feel a stretch in your hamstrings and a little lengthen in your back, then you are doing something. And maybe you don't feel very much, but there will be things going on, definitely. Stretching. Keep your breath steady. One more round of breath, just breathing in and breathing out. And then gently coming up to seated. Now, you can cross your legs or have your legs stretched out in front of you. We're going to move into some shoulder and neck work. So just take a breath in, shoulders up towards your ears, and slowly exhale, roll them down. And one shoulder up and down, other shoulder up and down, and then change direction. So we start back, we go forwards. I always find this way feels weird, but reversing the direction of your shoulder rolls. One more. Release. And then we're going to drop our right ear to our right shoulder. And then perhaps your left arm reaches out to the side, and place your fingertips or your hand on the floor to deepen the stretch. Left side, if there's any pain or discomfort, keep your left hand placed on your left thigh. One more round of breath here. And then gently lift your head to center, really slowly. If there's been stiffness there coming up after stretching, might feel difficult. Let's go left side, left ear to left shoulder. Again, keep your right hand on your right thigh, or perhaps to deepen the stretch, fingertips or hand of your right hand come to the floor. Smooth, steady breath. And then gently bring your head to center. Now we're going to move into our fingers and our wrists. So wiggling your fingers, perhaps just tips of your fingers to touch. Take a little bind, push forward and circling your wrists. Change direction. I always find one direction is much easier than another one, and then it doesn't really look like circles, it looks like all sorts of weird shapes. Brilliant. And then push your hands forward like you're pushing your hands into a wall, and then fingertips towards the floor, and then lift your hands up. A couple more of these. And then keep your right hand up. Just gently pull your fingers in towards you. And then drop your fingers. Push your palm forward and pull your fingers in towards you. And then right side, palms, fingers up, pull your fingers in towards you, palms facing forward. Then reverse, fingers towards the floor, palms forward, pull your fingers towards you. And then release, a little shake, shake it out. And then rest your left hand on your left thigh, stretch your right arm in front, arm is level with your shoulder, and bend your elbow, tap fingers to your right shoulder. Open up and tap. Perhaps you breathe in as you open up, exhale as you tap. But go easy with your breath. If you've had a chest infection, don't worry so much. The main thing is not holding the breath, just steady breathing in and out. One more. Release, let's swap sides. Left arm stretches out, palm up towards the ceiling. Breathing in. And exhale, left fingers tap left shoulder. Couple more. Breathe in and release. Okay, now bring your fingertips to your shoulders and let's start circling, making those big or small circles with your elbows. And change direction. And release. Okay, now we're going to take right hand, place it on the back of your head, so at the base of your skull. Place your left hand on the floor beside you. Take an inhale, pull your right shoulder back, a little twist, so look towards the right, turn your chest a little bit, and then on the exhale, drop your right elbow towards your left knee. Towards, it doesn't have to touch. Inhale, open up. Exhale, right elbow towards left knee. Again, breathe at your own pace. Couple more. Feeling some expansion across our chest and a stretch in our right side. And then inhale, back to center. Release, right hand comes to the floor, left hand to the base of your skull. Breathe in, turn, look left. And exhale, left elbow towards right knee. Inhale to open. Exhale to cross over. Move at your own pace. It doesn't matter if you do 2 or 3 of these or more. It's the way you're moving, you're breathing. We'll do one more. Inhale back up to center and release. Okay, and then we're going to place our hands, both hands on our thighs, and we're going to start to move over to the left and forward. So some hip circles. So gently moving hips as well as our shoulders start to come into it, sides of our bodies as well. Feeling a little length in your lower back perhaps. You can take the circles as small or as large as you want to go. And then we're going to change direction. Couple more. And coming back up to center. Okay, from here we're going to move into tabletop position, which is on our hands and knees. I'm going to place a blanket under my knees for cushioning. Tabletop, make sure your wrists are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips, and that your inner elbows are facing each other. We're going to move into a couple of rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, lift your chest, dip your belly, and exhale, rounding your back. This doesn't have to be a really deep flexion. See how you feel. Drop your chin towards your chest, helping stretch in the back of your neck and your upper back. Breathing in. Chest lifts up. We don't want to throw our head back, just look forward. And one more. Exhale, rounding into your back. And then breathing in. Now I'm going to take a bolster. If you've got some pillows, please stack some pillows. I'm going to sit on my bolster with my knees either side. Now, if this is really uncomfortable for your knees, please, I invite you just to stay sitting, go back to cross-legged and sit on a cushion. We're going to move into sort of a real uplifting movement. This is called circle of joy. So taking your fingers, bind your fingers, place them in front of your sternum, in front of your chest. Take a moment, breathe in and out. And then on an inhale, push your palms forward and then up, stretching up. And then as you exhale, draw your arms behind your back, take a bind, and you can squeeze your shoulder blades together, keep your elbows a little bit bent, and you can even rest your hands on your lower back. So stretch across your chest. Breathing in. And then as you exhale, circle your arms forward, take that bind again, keep your arms forward and push back, round your back. And then inhale, draw your palms back in, facing your chest. We'll do a couple more of these. Now again, you can follow my breath prompts, but if you'd rather just do your own breathing with your movements, then keep to your pace, okay? So take a moment, breathe in and breathe out. And then inhale, push your palms forward and up. Remember, we don't want to have your arms up too high. If you have high blood pressure, keep them a bit low. And then exhale, circle, hands behind your back. Pull your shoulder blades together. Take a breath in, stretch across your chest. And then exhale, circle your arms forward and round your back. And then inhale, draw your hands back in. Exhale, hold here. Inhale, push arms forward and up. Exhale, circle behind. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then exhale, draw everything forward, rounding into your back. Breathing in, hands back in front of your chest. We'll do one more. Hold here as you exhale. And then inhale, push forward and up. Exhale, circle, hands bound, resting on your lower back. And then inhale, just pull your elbows towards one another, squeeze your shoulder blades. And then exhale, drawing everything round. Push back. It's like a seated cat. And then inhale, palms back in. And release. Okay. From here, gently lift yourself back. If you were sitting on a pillow with your knees bent like me, take your pillow out from underneath you. You're on your knees. If you went back to cross-legged, kindly and gently find yourself back into tabletop, then come onto your knees. And we're going to, perhaps if you've got a chair or something or a wall to the side of you, hold on to something. Step your right leg forward or your left leg. Call this proposal pose. And then we're going to tuck our back toes under, push up and come into standing. Okay, so come up into standing. If you were on a blanket, just pop your blanket to one side so you've got a firm foundation beneath you. And we're going to do circle of joy standing up. Okay, so I'm going to turn to the side. So standing with your feet hip distance apart. Taking that bind, palms in. Take a moment, breathe in and breathe out. And on an inhale, push your palms forward, reach up. Exhale, circling everything down behind you. Inhale, stretching across your chest. Exhale, round your back, bend your knees a little bit. And then inhale, pull everything in. Okay, hold as you exhale. Breathing in, pushing up. Exhale, circling to your back. Breathe in, stretch across your chest, shoulder blades towards one another. Exhale, bend your knees, round your back. Inhale, straighten your legs, palms in. One more time. Breathing in. Again, you can always just pull your arms back instead of bringing your arms all the way up. That's better. Circle hands behind your back. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Round. Inhale to standing and release. Gentle swing of your arms. Now we're going to step your right foot forward. So feet are together, maybe towards the back of your mat. Gently step your right foot forward, back heel lifts, slight bend in your knee. Okay, so if this makes you feel unsteady, walk your back foot in, place your back foot down, have your toes turned in. You see me, but you are facing forward, so we're not twisting our back knee at all. Our left hip and our right hip are level. Okay, and then just bring your arms forward. Keep your right arm forward. Swing your left arm back a couple of times. Let's circle our left arm. And then bring your left arm forward and then pull back. Archer. Okay, so this is just building some heat in your shoulder. Bring your left arm forward. Let's do a couple of circles. Bring your left arm straight forward and pull back. Archer. Let's do that one more time. Circle 1, circle 2, left arm forward, pull back. Okay, release, arms down, step back. Okay, now step left foot forward. Again, back heel can be lifted or keep your back heel down, hips forward. Slight bend in your front knee. Okay, left arm up. Right arm up, so palms facing each other, circling into your right arm. And then right arm forward, pull back. Okay, bring your right arm forward, couple of circles. 1, 2, right arm forward, pull back. Bring your right arm forward one more time. Couple of circles, pull back. Bring your arm forward, arms down, push into your left foot, step back. Now we're going to come back down into seated, some more restorative positions. So I'm going to take a thicker blanket. Place this on my mat and another blanket to sit on. Coming into a wider butterfly, soles of my feet are together, knees out to the side. I'm going to take some support, place a couple of bolsters or pillows or cushions or whatever you have under my knees. And then just hold on to my feet. Maybe give my feet a little rub whilst I'm here. And then gently folding forward. Nothing too deep. Relax. Relax your legs. They've got support. Or perhaps you prefer to do this without anything under your knees. Also, no problem. Tuck your chin into your chest or look towards your feet. Now, if you wish to go a little bit deeper, if you feel like you really need to stretch a bit more into your hips and your back, then I would suggest placing a firm pillow or a couple of pillows just on your feet, and perhaps your forearms come onto those pillows so it can take you comfortably a bit more forward so you can rest. Maybe you even bring your forehead to your pillows. That might be too much. Experiment, explore, see what feels good for you and what feels right for your body at this time, this period of recovery, of recharging. We'll be here for 5 breaths. Soften around your face. Notice if you feel the breath in the back of your body, the sides of your body. Slow your breath down. One more round of breath. Lift your head and gently walk yourself up to seated. Okay. And then place everything to the side. And we're going to make our way down onto our backs. I'm going to just unfold my blanket a little bit more so I'm fully supported underneath. It's the thing with yoga therapy, we have to take a few moments to adjust all our additional cushions and blankets and everything to make ourselves comfortable. I'm going to make sure you have a bolster, a yoga bolster if you're using one, or a few pillows close by. We're slowly to start with, just make our way down onto our back. So maybe coming onto forearms first, rolling down. And then just stretch your legs long and bring your arms above your head. Push through your heels. Breathing in and breathing out. Point through your toes. Breathing in and breathing out. Bringing one knee at a time in towards your chest. Maybe holding onto your shins, wrapping your hands around your shins, or maybe the back, holding onto the back of your thighs, wherever feels more comfortable. And just gently squeeze your thighs in towards your chest. And then bring your hands onto your knees. Inhale, draw your knees in, and on the exhale, push your knees away from you. And your arms are doing the work here more than anything. Legs and feet are relaxed. Or perhaps it feels more comfortable for you to inhale as you reach your legs away from you and exhale as you draw your knees in. So changing your breath to suit your movement. And one last round. Just gently bringing one foot at a time to the floor. And now it's our time for rest, Shavasana. If lying down completely flat, as long as you've got something underneath your head, is okay, that's fine. You can take Shavasana like this. If you would rather do Shavasana seated, please come into a comfortable seated position, or perhaps you prefer lying on your side. You can come lie on your right side. So really, Shavasana can be taken in any shape that you feel where you can properly relax, just for a minute or so here. So I'm going to place something under my head as a pillow and something under my knees. So I feel comfortable in my back. So we choose, and we gently come into our position of choice. Nice and comfy. Maybe your hands are resting on your tummy or down by your sides. Just take a moment to settle in. Wriggle about until you find a comfortable spot. I sometimes find that also if you've been doing the practice with your hair up, to just release, let your hair out of its hairband. That way there's no tension around your head. I find that way more comfortable. And then soften into your face, around your mouth, your jaw, space between your eyebrows and your eyes, back of your head, your neck and your shoulders. Your arms and legs supported. Just notice the rhythm of your breath. Soft inhales, soft exhales. And we'll just take a few moments here to recharge our batteries, allow our practice to settle in our bodies. And rest. Start to deepen your breath. Bringing gentle movements back into your fingers and your toes. If your arms were down by your sides or resting on your legs, if you were seated, just place your hands on your tummy. Then gently, if you're lying down, bring your feet to the floor, bend your knees, roll onto any side. And gently make your way up to seated. Coming back into a comfortable seated position. Sitting up tall, hands resting on your knees or in your lap. Now just take a few moments. Notice how you feel. Notice if there's been a shift in your body, in your mind. And then bring your palms together. And just thank yourself for giving yourself some time to move, some time to breathe, and some time to recharge. When you're ready, if your eyes were lowered, lift your gaze. If they were closed, open them. Thank you very much for joining me on our Pathways to Wellness Week 3, recharging our batteries. I do hope that you are feeling better if you've been unwell, and I look forward to practicing again with you next week. If you are enjoying my channel and the practices, please give me a thumbs up, and if you wish, perhaps subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.